Alright, this is AHA 11 bubble wands, and for this one, the materials that you need are bubble solution, the wand that comes in a bubble solution, and I chose to use 3 pipe cleaners. So I'm going to take my bubble solution that's in here and put it into the pie pan, and now I'm going to blow bubbles. And when I blow bubbles here, they are all circular. Some of them are small, some of them are big, but they are all pretty much circles, and that is probably because the wand is circle. So now I am going to try it with a triangle. I'm going to dip it in the solution, and this time I still got circles, but this time they were bigger circles with the triangle. And this next shape is supposed to be a heart. And when I do the bubbles in this one, nothing is, let's see. They are long, stretched out bubbles. And now with the square, I'm gonna dip it in. And they are circles still. So all of the bubble wand, the bubbles coming off the bubble wand are all circular. So this experiment relates to science because bubbles provide the opportunity to study science concepts such as elasticity, which we saw when I used the square, and the bubble was still circle, but it was drawn out kind of this way. And surface tension, chemistry, light, and even geometry when I used different shapes to try to produce different bubbles, but that did not work. Your students can engage in the process such as observation, experimentation, and investigation and discovery, which is much as which the book talks about in the science explorations for our students in the classroom. A bubble is just air wrapped in soap film, and soap film is made from soap and water. And the outside and inside surfaces of a bubble consist of soap molecules. A thin layer of water lies between the two layers of the soap molecules, sort of like a water sandwich, with soap molecules being the bread. And then they work together to hold the air inside, and that's why we see the bubbles kind of just sitting on the wand when we blow. And this relates to the textbook in reference to chapter 8. To me, this is like a discovery and inquiry approach to learning. You give students a couple of tools and you tell them to shape their own kind of understanding of learning. Because for me, I truly thought, I've never done this experiment, of course, but I thought that using the different shapes, different types of bubbles would come out, but clearly that did not happen because every single time the bubbles were all circle, but they were either small circles, big circles, long drawn out circles. So that's kind of what the discovery and inquiry approach is. You don't really guide your students. you kind of give them some tools and tell them, like, this is what I want you to do. And for this experiment, we just took the bubble wand and tried to figure out different ways we could make different bubbles.